Hey, so I'm in a wealthy neighborhood in Malaga, Spain, in Andalusia, and nobody here is complaining about gas prices. Even though they're wealthy, they're driving sensible cars that get good gas mileage. Now this is not a shabby neighborhood. We've got beautiful mansions behind gates here. Up at the top of the hill is a 5-star hotel there. But look at the vehicles. Maybe you see a station wagon. Every once in a while you see a small SUV that's like a Toyota RAV4. But you do not see any giant Ford Escalades. People are not driving giant pickup trucks here just because they have manhood issues they're trying to compensate for. Most of the taxis here are hybrids or electrics. In the US, we're whining about gasoline that's topped $4. Here they've been paying $8 or more in the equivalent per liter for years and years. So they've managed to compensate like smart people do, and they drive vehicles that get good gas mileage. They're not driving huge Chevy Suburbans because they're a soccer mom, even though they play a lot more football here than they do in America, because you don't really need that size of a vehicle unless you're gigantic yourself, which is a whole other story. These will get you from A to B just fine. You can still drive a Mercedes and look expensive, just not a huge one. Basically, in Europe, it's about defining your status through your enjoyment and your experiences, not through your giant car. These condos here go for more than $500,000 each, but look what people are driving. Outside of those $500,000 condos and a villa like this, you have cars like this. Okay, we're in front of a plastic surgeon's office, so you know there's money around here. But once again, even across from these gorgeous mansions, mostly small cars. That one's a hybrid with a scooter beside it. Okay, we finally got an SUV. Wow, a big vehicle, but it's an electric plug-in. You don't see a lot of fat DHL delivery people in Spain, because this is how they bring packages in the central urban parts. It also doesn't hurt that they have a fantastic train station in almost every city, high-speed rail covering almost the entire country. Hey, listen, I understand some people need a big vehicle because they work in construction, or they're an electrician or a plumber, or they're delivering goods. They need to have something big enough. Or they've got 5 kids, and that's a whole different story. I understand all that, but most of the time Americans are bitching about high gas prices because their vehicle is a gas guzzler. So next time you want to blame someone who doesn't really have control over these things, like the president for instance, maybe look at what's in your driveway instead, because that's probably the biggest reason you're paying high gas prices, or just using way too much of the stuff. Buy a hybrid, buy an electric, get some solar power for your home to charge it up, then you won't have to worry anymore. Or do like I do, just live in a city where you don't need a car. Problem solved.